Number 17. P equals n times 19 minus c. The given equation relates the positive numbers p, n, and c, which equation correctly expresses c in terms of p and n. When we say expressing something in terms of something else, it sounds fancy and it sometimes looks very complicated. But all they're wanting you to do is when it says expresses c in terms of p and n, is they want c by itself and everything else over on the other side. That's what they mean. So if I gave you something like, say, y plus x equals 5, and they said, I want x in terms of y. They mean I want x equals, and I want the y, anything else with it, to be on the other side. And so you just do whatever algebra you would do to move everything over. You're not solving anything in the sense of you're not figuring out what x means, what number x is equal to, or what number y is equal to. It's impossible. You've only got one equation and you've got multiple variables. It can't be done. What you can do is put all of those constants over on one side, and you have the one that you want to be expressing by itself. In this case, it's c. So we want the p, and we want the n, and we want anything else over here on the right-hand side. So let's look. We've got p equals n times 19 minus c. I want c by itself, so I want to undo what's been done to c. We have this 19 minus c, and I've got this n being multiplied by it. I'm going to divide everything by n first to get rid of it from the right-hand side. Okay, so I'm going to divide everything on the right by n. I'm going to divide the left by n. So now I've got p divided by n on the left, and I have 19 minus c on the right. Now, there are two ways that you can look at this and solve this. If I get 19, if I move the 19 over here, I'm going to be left with a negative c, and then I can deal with that negative c. Or I can move the c over there, which would make it positive, and I can move the p over and back over there. If that doesn't make sense, I'll show you both ways to show you what I mean. So I'm going to write it over here as well. So p over n equals 19 minus c. And you'll see that you get the same answer both ways. So over here on the right, the green, the p over n equals 19 minus c. I am going to, so I have a positive 19, I'm going to subtract 19 from both sides. And I am going to get p over n minus 19 equals a negative c. Well, I don't want a negative c. It has to be a positive c. So I'm going to multiply everything on the left and everything on the right by -1. It's just going to flip the signs of everything. So over on the left, I will get a negative p over n plus a 19 equals positive c. And I've done it. Now over here on whoa! Oh my goodness gracious. I was just trying to highlight that so I can move it over a little. Sorry. I don't know why that was so funny to me, just everything spazzing suddenly. Sorry about that. Or me making it spaz suddenly. All right, so on the left we have p over n equals 19 minus c. So in this version, I'm going to make c positive by adding c to both sides, which I can do. And then I have p over n plus c equals 19. And now I need to get that p over n, and it's, a positive p over n. I need to get rid of it. So I'm going to subtract p over n from both sides. And I end up with c is equal to negative p over n plus 19. And looky there, I've got the same thing both ways. Yeah, as long as you're careful with moving things around, you're going to get the same answer regardless. So you get a positive 19 and a negative p over n, or negative p over n plus 19. And as we look over here, up at the top of my answers, this is the one that they're wanting, because I had it written as negative p over n plus 19. You can reorder those. It's totally fine and get 19 plus a negative p over n, or in other words, 19 minus p over n, and that is D. One little thing of note, one thing that sometimes happens with these kind of problems, a setup that they will give you, is when, get rid of all of this, is when you have something, let's say, like this, C over A equals B, and they tell you they want A in terms of C and B. And that can be very confusing because then you're like, but I need A by itself. How do I get rid of the C? How do I get rid of the C and just have the A left behind? Because C's being divided by A, what do? You have to move the A over here and then deal with what comes next. This is a very common thing, so I'm just throwing it in here as a little piece of bonus information. You want to multiply both sides by A in this one because we're dividing by the A. And you're going to have the C on the left and then B times A on the right. And then you're in a position to get A by itself. Since A is being multiplied by B, then you divide both sides by B and you get A is equal to C over B. Very common sort of thing that they do because it can, kind of throw you for a loop when you first see it. Hey guys, head over to my new site, mathwithalyssa.com, to get your free 10-video course of SAT tips and tricks. It covers things like how to make a study plan that's perfect for you, how to pace yourself during the test to get maximum points, and so much more. I'm super excited to get this out to you guys, and a lot more SAT prep help is coming for you in the weeks ahead. Again, that is mathwithalyssa.com. And if you liked the video you just watched, please let YouTube know. Comment, like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great day. See you later. Bye.